Okay, so World of Warcraft. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for coming out. A little bit in chat. Boop Rules, Gembrun, Hobo, Lurkers, other people. Okay, so Shamara, our Frost Mage, level 56, she made yesterday. Max level 60, so we're getting there. Her nice little outfit, looks goofy. Wax people with that lantern thing, and the really poor looking dagger, sword, whatever it's supposed to be. But anyway, how she hits anything wearing a mask, I don't know. That's what it is. And so far, of those people on the screen right now, we've met, or we've seen 3 or 4 of them. I think we're up to 4. We've seen the 2 on the very left there, and on the right-hand side, the big green guy and the big guy with the pointy horns on his head with the axe. We just ran into him yesterday. Well, we were introduced to him officially yesterday. Use of the Force, is that what it is? Okay. Hey, what's up, Mac? If you can't see, it's not illegal. Yes.
I need to target something first.
She said that yesterday, too, when we first logged in. I wonder what does that. Anyway, this is where we left off. That's her pet water elemental. And what are we doing? We are in Maldraxxus still. So this is basically like a place where there's like some type of gladiatorial game type thing going on. And we're trying to get into it, basically. We're trying to get entered as a participant. We've been running around doing stuff for people to make them like us a little bit more, so they'll let us in. The music I noticed on the stream, on the recording, was a little loud. Let's try this.
Goods and services for sale.
Okay, must be one of those outsiders you hear so much about.
Your patronage is always appreciated.
I run a myriad of businesses here, betting rings, performance enhancers, whatever the customer is willing to purchase. However, a few of those customers are late with their payments, and a customer who does not pay is a customer without value. Please ask them to surrender what they owe. I must know what to do if they refuse. I trust you know what to do. Whatever. Basically, we're kneecap breakers now. Area-specific abilities? But what area-specific abilities? I didn't know I had any. This dialogue is loud. Oh, yeah, let's turn that down a little bit. Sound effects. That's good. Music. That should be okay. Okay. So, you look like a slacker. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need my food. I need my magic food.
The cycle has brought you to me.
You owe this guy money.
May your path keep you from the mob.
Oh, that's it. No, I don't actually have to kill him. But he'll pay his money now, I guess. Next. So I don't actually have to kill him.
How do you serve the Margrave?
He doesn't want any trouble. That was nice. Shaman doing this little fight.
We're all just meat for the wagon.
A quick crit won't fix. English. Dum dum. So, what else? I don't know.
Got some meat on your bones, huh?
Nope.
Watch yourself, or I might replace you.
I doubt it. Bonk.
You would make quite the suitable vessel.
Okay, it's for Mrs. Gimpy, not for me. Nobody likes me. Dum, dum, dum. How many more? One more. You guys look... Oh, two of them at once?
And what have you done lately?
Absorb. This is absorb stuff. Absorb that. Yay, we win. Okay, I'll sit there. Oh, I haven't done everything either. Crap. Which other stuff is in this area? Not really anything close. Not too worried. We'll be fine. Let me fight.
Everything is
You're
negotiable.
not trying to cheat me out of anything. I will know. Yes, you're more valuable than I first surmised. Give me money.
Remember, everything has value.
Working for the living. I see you're wondering where we acquire all the challenges we supply to this arena. We scour countless realms in search of opponents to provide them Maldraxi with first-hand combat experience. Currently, I'm in the process of procuring a new combatant, and with it, a lucrative betting opportunity. Would you make use of our portal and assist Zo whatever in capturing Kogov, the expunger? You will be appropriately compensated, of course. Really? It's a lot of experience.
You struck a hard bargain. Good show.
Okay, so... Portal. This portal? No, that portal.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome
Flesh
to
Craft or
Gimpy's
whatever it
Twitch
was you
channel.
learned yesterday, which only works.
If you are
Oh,
enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
not everybody's friendly, huh? See all the red names, but I don't care. So keep going this way. This guy. Well, looks like we missed out on that one. Yeah. Shattered Grove secured, so we have to clear this place out first. Guess.
I require a target.
Wasn't too terribly difficult. There's 5%. What's this do? Broker cage trap. What the hell does this do? Oh, it makes stuff go by faster. Crazy little bugs. These cheap ass bastards just waiting for everybody else to do the work. Jerks. So the samples for what, the abilities? I guess that would kind of make sense. These people are all jerks. Just waiting for everybody else to do the work for them. Or you could just spawn. Is that it? No? That is not it. We still have to kill everything here. Jerks and asshats, yes. I'm down up to 56%. I guess you have to kill so much. Get this up to 100% first. Voice. Stop it. Now this is overkill. Dead stuff. Hey, we're up to 86%. So I guess you have to get up to 100 and then you worry about killing him, it looks like. I see no reason to take part in the fight until it's, where we're supposed to be.
I do not have a target.
So maybe they weren't jerks and asshats, they were just waiting for him to spawn. So I'll take that back.
I need to target something first.
See, now I'll be a jerk and an asshat, so... What's this? Expunger. Oh, he's floating away. So now we just have to wait for him to spawn here. Then we'll be done. Hopefully. It is annoying. They didn't tell you there were steps involved. They just said go kill the guy. They didn't say anything about this. You had to clear the area, BS. Must hear the sound. There's no sound. Oh, I don't have more health potions here. Got some more yesterday, though. Throw those in there. Junk, 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 junk. No problem. Okay, well, see, that was easy. Running for our lives. Dun, dun, dun. It's so quiet when there's no music. Look, I'm back. Wow.
For you, I
Feeding the
offer
arena is now but
only
one
the
way to
finest.
contribute to this venture. There are many other tasks to perform as well. Give me the money.
Your patronage is always appreciated.
That was not a very far blink. Oh, Mr. One Eye, yeah.
Got a plan?
You've made a name for yourself and earned the respect of everyone here, including whoever. You are ready, Shimara. Anzio is expecting us at the entrance in the Theater of Pain. You're going to be a champion.
May your foes perish.
Oh, I want the flying thing again. I still want to beat him up. You got a chance against that thing? 49,000 hit points? More of a squint? I still want to kill that thing. Go, I want to jump over here. Break all birds. That sounds great. Aw, almost got this. Oh, me friends. And I'm still floating. Dun, dun, dun. Like floating icicles. Never looked forward to an MRI before this week? I've never looked forward to an MRI. They're so pleasant for me. Okay, you've traveled for this movement, blah. Within the Theater of Pain, sister, legends rise like cream to the top. Listen to me, sister. If you have the courage to step into that sacred arena, you're going to face the greatest threats in all of existence. The cards will be stacked against you, but only those who can work together will emerge as champions. Gather your team and meet this challenge head on. Enter the theater of pain and defeat the opponents within. Prove that you can oh, we gotta have a group?
For the chosen.
So how do we find people to do this? We're just going here and kill stuff. I think we just go in here and kill stuff, isn't it? Fisher, wonderful. He loves me. He loves me a lot. He loves me too much. Forget about this fleshcraft stuff. I can. Leave me alone. I'm innocent. Hey, Ring, welcome back. Wake up 4 times a night with your foot completely cramped up. And I can understand why you're eager about that. But the actual act of going into an MRI is a different story. Swap back? Well, she always started off as a Frost Mage. We tried the Fire Mage just to see what it was like. And it's fine, it's just, I prefer the Frost is all. One down. Turn down the fireballs? Yeah, well, you have to do some things. This is not your head. Hey, that's not funny.
Terrorizing the skies above the Shadowlands, a winged nightmare descends upon the arena. A dread creature of immense necrotic power. Xantoth the Blighted!
I must get closer.
Not death shades. More fleshcraft. So I don't have to go crazy damage dealing here because there's other people running around that I don't care if they die. As long as I don't die. That was easy. Much easier than the other guy. But I think we have more people fighting here now. That's why. Can't skin them. Get an emerald on your head. You think those suck? Try having MS and having an emerald and that
Raging earth and magma rise and take form against their will.
because when you have MS, you get to go through that twice.
Seething with the desire to be free.
For every time, it's twice. You lay there a much longer period of time, it sucks. Unbreakable Earths. Not unbreakable Earths.
Too far away.
Hey, leave me alone, damn it.
I am out of range.
Ow. Leave me alone. Okay, this is dumb.
Hey, bag of water, stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
It's gonna hurt. Here. Play with them, please.
Too far away. I require a target.
Yay, we're done. I hate him. Go through when you get muscle spots in your neck. Yeah, pleasant.
Give me something to fight.
Choose my reward. So dagger. Or sword. Hasten versatility. Critical strike and mastery. Ooh, a wand. Do they make wands? Wands take up a spot? Oh, I don't know wands though. Ooh, a staff. Or offhand. And we'll go haste. We get a lot of instacasts. Critical strike, I think, would be better. Yeah, we'll go up the dagger. Although it's in our offhand. 10 and 11 there. So it's 11 and 11. And again, more criticals.
Bodies break. Glory is eternal.
And now what? Ruthless Contenders want in tome. My appearance collection? Collections. Appearance. So Ruthless Contenders rod. Visit Trendmarker to apply this appearance to your outfit. I forget about the transmorg stuff. So now what do I do? Be with Baron Vigas at the Spearhead. Still have to do that. Guess we go over there and go talk to him there. Or we can go over here. Oh, it's a dungeon. Baron of the Chosen. How do we get over there? Dun, dun, dun. Oops.
Oops. Is that all you can say?
Well,
That was really poorly done.
I really hope that was water. Just muddy water. That's all I hope that really was. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, with me, well, it's just that people with MS, when you get MRIs done, I actually, when I've had the last number of them that I've had done, it's skull and spine, full spine. It takes, and it has to be done twice. Once normally, and then once with what they call contrast. And figure what? Skull usually takes 45 minutes, full spine, somewhere around the same. So I used to be in there for like a good 3 hours, not being able to move. Yeah, it's fun stuff. Fun stuff. And the best part with me is because if I stay in one position, I get super stiff, and it hurts a lot if I sit in the same position for too long. And I have to do that for like... The only break you get is when they take you out to stick the contrast in you. That's the only break you get. It sucks. It sucks a lot. But over the years, they've gotten better with the MRIs. As in they're more efficient, I guess. So it doesn't take as long. It doesn't take 3 hours. It only takes an hour and a half now.
Such is the price of victory. Make it quick.
Expect much of you, mortal. Help lead our frontal assault on the construct forces. Okay. Crush the lead by example. Margrave Crexus expects much of you, mortals. Show these soldiers how a true champion of the arena vanquishes their foes and claims victory. Meet these traitorous constructs head on. Leave none standing. Ugh. When it comes to warfare, strength of will is a critical strength of arms. A demoralized soldier is a defeated soldier. We have the numbers to overwhelm the constructs with a full-scale assault, but only if our forces are fully committed to the charge. Some may fall, but their sacrifice will secure our victory. Take this battle horn and rally out the troops. Remind them of their duty to the chosen.
You have the orders.
Because we're better than they are. That's why they send us. Because we're the real cool people. They suck.
Maltraxxus honors you.
Take the high ground. Commander of the Constructs, General Alvar, is a master technician. A frontal assault has no chance of victory against him. It will be a bloodbath. His forces have flanked us and secured the high ground. From this position, he can rain destruction upon us unopposed. We will take the edge from him before that can happen. Destroy the 3 enemy positions.
Do not forsake your allies.
Innkeeper.
Relics, wreak havoc on those cowards.
New here?
Why would I want to make this place my
Blast them
home?
to pieces.
Seriously, why would I want to make this my home? Why would I want to keep coming back here?
Slay or be slain.
So, which one do we do first? First charge place. Take the high ground. So, that's up there. Well, you know, that's how they got to be huge. They don't go actually in first. Pretty sure that's the idea. They didn't get to their position because they're good. They get there because they're somewhat smarter than chicken shit. Oh, I have a friend with me. Of course, he's not a big guy, but somehow I don't think we're supposed to kill him yet.
I'll set the charge. Keep them off me, mortal. Done. Get clear.
Uh-oh. Next. This one? Useless special stuns all enemies within yards impact. Ready to enable to move. Blah blah. Oh, look, it affects me too. Planting bombs, nobody's even noticing.
This one should pack a punch. We have incoming.
Helps to hit the right buttons here.
The charge is set. Get back.
My blades are at your command.
Hey, this way we go. Dun, dun, dun. Last one.
Time for some mayhem! Cover me! Clock's ticking! Move! We've taken the ridge! Meet me on the field below! Maldraxxus!
So now we just have to kill some more of these things. And specific soldiers have to die too. Hey, Tully, welcome back. So which ones am I supposed to kill? Sealskin, hesitant soldiers rallied. Oh, soldiers. So where are the hesitant soldiers? There we go. Maybe.
Witness the fury of Maldraxxus! My final battle.
Okay, so hesitant soldiers. Where the hell are you hiding? There's another one.
Ready to strike!
Die already, jeez. Nice. Give me a nice toasty day again. It's December 1st and we're going to break 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, I don't know, 20 something Celsius. You know, it's winter. Late fall, whatever you want to call it.
Looking for a fight?
Nothing's going with you. Long sleeves. I don't even know what long sleeves are. Other than I think they exist on like sweatshirts and stuff. And maybe a jacket. Is that correct? Hey, Cat Girl, welcome back. Yeah, we're getting through it, I guess. Slowly but surely. hell is snow? Oh, that's the white stuff that appears up in the mountains every now and then. Is he running? He was running. You get snow every yeah, we get snow like every maybe 100 years. Maybe. Well, we'll stick with 50 because apparently the last time we had snow where I live now was about 49 years ago. So, and that was just a little dusting that melted when it hit the ground type stuff. Drugs. Oh, I mean cocaine. Cocaine's a different story. So that's everywhere.
Chosen.
That you can't walk out the front door without tripping over.
Something to report?
By example, blah blah money.
Our might is without equal.
More blah blah money.
We follow the will
And more
of the
money.
Primus.
Fine work. We've advanced with minimal casualties from this new forward position. We can strike directly at the enemy commander. The troops you rallied will join the attack. Together we will bring this battle to a decisive end. Locate General Alvar and sound the horn. Let's just get a back piece.
Show no weakness. Always strike when you sound the horn. For the Chosen!
It's always way over there, kinda. The panic. He looks dead. Just an observation. He looks dead. Blizzard. Did they make video, or is this the same Blizzard that made World of Warcraft, or is that a different type of Blizzard? Like a Dairy Queen type Blizzard.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Kill him already. We don't have all day. Click it. It didn't say. It's not what it meant. Damn non-English speakers. Or English speakers that do not speak English. Well, at least they've made these elite fights a little bit easier. Like, that was easy. Well, if you unfollow, just refollow.
Stand strong.
You wouldn't be the first person to do it. You won't be the last.
Our might is without equal.
Oh, an upgrade.
This is our chance to strike at the House of Constructs.
Well, that was nice to give us something nice like that. Now what do I do?
A direct assault will catch Garble unprepared and crush their army in one fell swoop.
So the Ring of Fates.
we need reinforcements.
Where's the Ring of Fates? I don't know where the Ring of Fates is.
This outsider is worth 100 soldiers. Go and claim our victory.
I did. Oh.
Out with it.
Mevix will lead the attack, but you will finish it. There are no reinforcements, no cavalry, only you and your rune blade. Show me the might you wield, outsider. Lay siege to the House of Constructs and bring them to ruin. Meet Mevix in the House of Constructs. Okay.
To the chosen.
So my rune blade. My awesome rune blade with one whole ability. I don't know why it's considered so great. All it is a freaking force field. On a timer. So the road is actually this way. You like the game store? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Jaguar pointed it out to me yesterday. The best part is the income sharing. It's much more generous. I don't think we want to fight that guy. The Anglo-Saxon language. But it's part Germanic. You should be happy about that part, Kagor. It's part Germanic. Uh-oh, movie.
Constructs, hold this ground! Our victory is at hand!
We can't fight our way in. There's too many of them. This calls for a change of strategy. Play dead. If they think you're a lifeless husk, they'll collect you for parts. Go on. I'll create a diversion. Face me, traitors! The House of Constructs will fall!
Capture that fool!
That'd been cool if it would cut that guy in half.
Medics will suffer for his defiance. The rest of you, scour the field. Bring me fuel for the body bags.
Oh, they just didn't even give us a chance to fight? Shove the dead bodies off the top of you. If for the game's already nailed enough for purchasing. Well, there's more I can put up there. It's just I'm only limited to 10 on that particular page. But if there's one you're looking for, Tully, send me a whisper or something. We'll see what's there. Okay, most of the aspirants were slaughtered and dismembered on arrival. They were the lucky ones. The lead surgeon decided that the only things worth taking from me were my eyes. I was discarded afterward and left to my rot. Archon saved me the screaming. I think there are other survivors being held nearby. Can you aid me in freeing them? Sure, why not?
This way. We must free the survivors.
Oh, aspirant there. What's he doing here? Well, the way it works, Tully, is I have to pick the 10 game. I have to pick up the 10 games put on that screen, and the idea is to basically say I was playing BattleTech, then I would be promoting BattleTech through that during that stream. And if I switch over to say Surviving Mars, I'd be promoting that game individually, that game too. So, and again, they don't have every game under the sun, sadly, but they have quite a few. But a lot of games that I don't play either, so I'm not going to put them on the list. But again, if you can think of a game that you're looking for, just let me know and I'll see if it's there.
I need to target something first.
And of course, we still have the Humble and Green Man stuff available. And it's just that we're just taking a look at the Nexus now, see how it works out for people. Because it's a good idea, but I think it's mostly to be used when you're actually playing the game. I think that's the general idea behind it.
Can you reach the top?
I agree.
Right! You're on the right!
Orb of Power? What's this do? I can't save us, so we need to get a key somehow first.
Draxi's soldier? They are the enemy!
There's a key.
Good. You're still in one piece. I'll secure a position outside.
I do not have a target.
Me neither. Oh, I meant that is you. Okay, so how am I supposed to get this key? Let's free the angel.
Cynthia! Thank the Archon!
These monsters will know my wrath.
Unless fires, I know should be grateful, but the community, but for some sort of blah blah blah. Stuff. They've been collecting Curian and our corpses from dark purposes.
I claim your parts!
May we survive this tragedy.
Here, give me a quest. Read it.
Do not abandon. Those who perpetrate these horrors must face justice.
I thought he said whores. Okay. The ones One's in charge, so out there. Don't chop me up. Don't chop me up. That's the thing you gotta remember to say every time when you die. Don't chop me up. And we still have our little pet squirrel from yesterday. He didn't go away. So, I just wander around, killing stuff. It's not too terribly far of a job. Tabulator Chimeras. What a name. Oh, he's got a lot of hit points. He doesn't have any hit points anymore. They went away really quickly. Didn't really need that orb. Or maybe the orb did it. Not interested in the chopping, but how about the some shooty in the face hole? shooty. Shooty in the face hole. Gotta remember that one for later.
Tabulator counts bodies like currency. I should really think about doing a dungeon today. Experiment on us.
But that means going a bunch of randos.
Such eager new test subjects. Unexpected results.
Oh, really? Is this thing still alive? Oh, piece of plate we don't need. Credit was watching Tex play Battletech earlier and that came up. So that means I probably shouldn't use it then. Damn it. I'll steal it from a viewer, but not from another streamer.
I require a target. So I gotta go kill this big ugly dude now. Kyrian corpse. So we can talk to it? Okay, an injured Kyrian has crawled up off to die off of the site. Clutched in their hand is a small box. Take the box. Stuff. Well then. Guess that's level 98. This is level 116. I think that's better-ish. So the note. To my love, I confess that I remember. By some miracle, this echo of our past found me. I saved it, and with it saved all that we were. Perhaps it was my undoing. I scorned the Archon's trust, and so fell prey to this nightmare. But the flicker of you comforts me in my final moments. Fate is blind to this horizon, but may we be as one anew. So he's one of the bad angels. Or not so good angels.
You shall fuel our armies. A futile effort.
It is done. I must
It's that time again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
I just did. Okay, so that's done. That was easy. It's amazing how quickly it goes when you drop almost everything on top of the thing to kill it. Oh, look, you have a friend. Wow. That went pretty good too. I want spikes coming out of my back like that. How come we never get into the cool looking stuff?
I do not have a target.
My name forgotten.
Dum, dum, dum.
What are they doing to my brethren?
Probably ripping their wings off. Hey, he just disappeared on us.
All these atrocities. How are we to trust you?
My blades are at your trust me or don't. This is not what the Maldraxi stand for.
Ugh, give him a hand. The corpses are brought to this pit for processing. The flesh is liquefied and congealed before being shaped into new constructs. We can hinder their production by extracting the animates from the pool prematurely. Use this hook to do so. Do not let Baron Halls catch you. He has a reputation for cruelty, even within his own house. Deadly distraction. Virus's assault on the House of Constructs may have failed, but we can still make them bleed now that we're inside. Slaughter as many as you can. I will hunt down the masterminds behind these new production efforts.
Show no weakness. This reeks of Stitchflesh's handiwork. Create a distraction while I hunt down his disciples.
Stand together. Are all Maldraxi so bloodthirsty?
Mevix may be here for blood, but what I want is to spare my fallen kin from a terrible fate. Hiccups. Most of my fellow Kyrian were either slain in combat or shortly after arriving here. If their corpses were bound for this pit, then perhaps we can recover them before they are thrown into it. Take the stewards with you and gather the bodies of my brethren. I will not allow them to be made into monsters till they are.
Courage guide you.
Harvesting hook. You know, sometimes I wonder about the people over at Blizzard. Their sanity mostly to come up with this crap. Throw a javelin at current target inflicting arcane damage. Okay.
Hippokos, maybe you can fix one of these praetors.
Okay. Baron Hallis, he looks kind of big and outside of our realm there, or possibilities.
Heavy! Don't let go!
Dun, dun. The noises.
Heavy! Don't let go!
Hey, don't want to go that way. So we missed one somewhere, didn't we? Where would it be? Leatherworking.
What are my skills again? Professions. Tailor and skinning. Cooking, fishing. Okay, so I can't really do any others there. Someday work on tailoring again. I don't know when, but someday.
I need to target something first.
That loot over here that we missed? Oh, there's more spears. Where are the dead angels? There's one right there. You guys done? You keep following me around? Okay, so I actually have to go down here too. You know, nothing like having one of these guys wandering around that will just crush us in a heartbeat. Or faster. And he keeps coming this way. This will grant us newfound power. Wonderful. How close does he get over here? You know he doesn't come too close to the edge. Looks like he just stays in his little circle maybe. Leave me alone. Wasn't really paying attention there. At least he's over there on the other side. So did you have to fight all these? Get him, squirrel. Squirrel
Squirrel's not cooperating. Brought him in here as an extra combatant and he's not doing his job. Really? Oh, I'm supposed to be harvesting this stuff. Eventual amulet destroyed.
That item is still recharging. Or do I just have to do this? Guess that's all I have to do, really, to get their attention. Never trust a squirrel? I agree, Jeff. I was kind of hoping, you know. Welcome back. So apparently we're fishing for dead things. Never trust a scout. That's true. So one more of these. Never hope for something. Know it or not know it. What? What does that mean? Never hope for something, know it or not know it? What is that supposed to mean? Do or do not, there's no try. Well, yeah, Yoda, Yoda, Yoda. But I don't think that's what that means. I don't think that's what Jeff means. Fishing dead people out of the water. You said you'd hope that he would help, or so either no, he will do something, or he won't do something. Oh, I see. So basically what you're saying, it's my fault. Silly pig thing, whatever you're supposed to be, I think. Okay, so we gotta kill War Stitch forces. That's them.
Oh, look, those guys are standing up now. They weren't standing up before. Die. Hey, mister, welcome back. Just don't hope. But it's a new hope, Jeff. A new hope. I don't feel like taking on all those at once. We'll go back this way. Sorry, we're Mrs. Gimpy and I are all caught up on The Mandalorian as of last night, so. Mrs. Gimpy really likes Baby Yoda. She thinks he's cute and adorable. Even though I keep telling her he's a monster. I mean, Star Wars? Because it's better. It's more fun. Shh. Let me poke the bear. I'm trying to poke the bear. I'm seeing if hopefully it's gonna work. Okay, are we done? I think we're done with these goofballs. We just have to get over there again. Star Trek is kind of dark. No, it's not.
Hey Gimpy, have you hydrated lately?
Yes, I did.
If not, you really should.
I just did hydrate. There's something here. I just picked something up. I have no idea what. Oh crap, wrong way. Save me, people. Totally going the wrong way. They're trying to suck the life out of me. Doing a pretty good job of it. This is not the right way, I don't think. I went the wrong way. Somehow we're supposed to get up there. Da, 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 da. This way, take a right. In there.
Something to report?
Thank you, mortal. They
really?
deserved better than
Do
this.
not forsake your allies.
Jerk. Just trying to do my job back here.
Stand strong.
Okay, give the hand, I'm still in the production of the new script, blah blah blah. Money. Complacency is every soldier's worth an enemy. No one is safe in times of war, not even within the walls of their own fortress.
We follow the will of the Primus.
I am listening.
Thank you. Though they are lost, at least their remains will not be defiled.
Do not abandon hope.
Dogs are back from their walk. Okay. All the way back there. Guess we have to take a flight back. No, we don't. Not done yet.
Maldraxxus honors you.
As I suspected, Stitchflesh's assistants are carrying on his work. Whatever they're building, we need to destroy it. They've secured the chamber with a soul barrier and several bile spewers. We must find a way through. Dale said he may have a suggestion.
How we need a way through. Dales?
Greetings, mortal.
How would you breach the barrier? Hippokas found and repaired a praetor among the following Kyrian. Since it does not possess a soul, it should be able to pass through the barrier. With your guidance, you can use it to shut down the defenses and clear the way for us.
May we survive this tragedy.
Okay.
Something to report? Do not forsake your allies.
I await your instructions.
Need you to follow my directions.
I look forward to your return.
Oh. Interesting. So, protects the praetor from hazardous environmental damage. You'll pay for a streaming service of a particular network, so not these Dino CPS, whatever it's called. But it's Disney. They got a lot of crap in there, you know. How long does this last? Not very long, apparently. Whee. Oh, I'm supposed to disable these. How do we disable these? Oh, probably this. So this thing only walks in straight lines. He doesn't strafe, that I'm so used to doing.
When Stitchflesh returns, he will know that I, Malgrax, have completed his research, forging Kyrian flesh into the ultimate construct.
He will also notice that you failed to purge the flesh of its memories before assembly.
Nonsense! Once we embed a Maldraxian soul, it will squelch any remaining echoes of Bastion brainwashing.
I just saw it move. Those Kyrian parts are fighting to take control of the construct.
Okay.
They were laying off paper outsourcing. Hey, outsourcing is the American way.
Factors that go into successful flesh preparation. Perhaps I needed a touch more.
Aha! So you did botch the procedure.
Are they done talking yet?
Stand strong.
It seems these Kyrian are more stalwart than I expected. Let us avenge their fallen kin. Construct made entirely of Kyrian flesh. This betrays everything Maldraxxus stands for. We are meant to defend the Shadowlands and all within, not slaughter and exploit them. Come, we end this now. Ooh, a new robe. Kinda. Oh.
Cut those traitors down!
Outsourcing because slave labor is frowned upon. Yes, it is.
It appears someone has come to steal the secrets of my genius.
Did they kill my little friends?
My genius must endure.
Hey, once again, not paying attention to my health at all. Health is overrated? That's what they tell me. Those are the same people that are, you know, resurrecting me too, because they make money off of me dying. So.
Now to destroy their pet project.
Wait! Do not harm it!
What?
Stand together.
Sense something within this contract, something familiar. Souls of the fallen Kyrian, I can sense their pain and confusion, yet they exist within the construct. Please, you must not destroy it. Doing so would consign the souls within it, the souls of my brethren, to oblivion. Perhaps they can aid us in escaping to freedom. I will soothe the souls within the construct while you direct its actions.
Courage, God. Trust what remains of my fellow Kyrian. They will bear us to safety.
So the robes I'm wearing are actually, I think, technically better. 25 and 45. Better 24 and 20. Critical strike. 26 and 18 haste and critical. I think I'll stick with the robes I currently have. What are we barking at? The dogs are whiffing at Mickey and or Mrs. Gimpy, and I don't know. Or because they didn't get their treats. I guess. Okay, so take control of the Soul Fuse construct. Sure, why not?
Such incredible power! We could even slay their Baron!
Okay, so big blue
And claim
fist.
justice for my fallen kin.
So 100-yard range, exert twice, blah. Purifying Spew. Inflicts all damage to all enemies in front of the caster. Strength of many. Heals the caster for 10% of maximum health every 1 second. Okay.
So are we just killing them all? Are we actually doing something else? I had to ask.
Have returned. Time to harvest your parts.
Spewing the light. No, she wasn't carrying out Scout. She just came in here. So, in the flash. So, what are we actually supposed to do here? Oh, we have to kill all their forces. Okay, we're up to 31%. So I finally got my spikes and my back wish. Do we get to beat this guy for the rest of the game? Just sitting on his shoulders.
Quickly! Up the hill!
Oh, he's running all by himself. Another flight point. Okay. Rune of Might. What? No. By the power of, what was it? Green Skull. I think it was Green Skull, wasn't it?
I feel power thrumming in the air.
The might to crush your foes, whispered by the Archon. So I guess that's what that thing was.
We must persevere.
We escaped. We will recuperate here for now, at least until we find a way to return to Bastion. Thank you for showing me what courage it is, my friend. What courage? What did I do that was courageous?
Maldraxxus honors you.
The runes on the blade, they are the same as the ones etched on the door to the seat of the Primus. No duh. And one of them just began to glow. Is this what I think it is? Do you have the means to unseal the seat? Unseal the seal. Unseal the seat. If so, then perhaps Vigras's gambit was not for nothing. This could turn the tide for the entire war.
We follow the will of the... I will report to Vigras and then join you at the seat of the Primus.
male.
Yours is a legend I wish to witness myself.
The glow of Maldraxxus. While Grayskull would be wrong, it doesn't feel quite accurate. That's why we went with by the power of Green Skull, I think, right? You're the one who came up with Green Skull, wasn't it? A web-covered box of assorted scholar supplies lays haphazardly on the ground. The make seems broker in origin. Perhaps the owner is nearby. Find the owner. I don't want to find the owner. Sepulchre of Knowledge.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Oh, my missus supplies. How fortuitous. I hate syllables. Ah, mortal. How fortunate that I, humble Terran, happen to be standing here just as you, the outsider everyone is talking about, happens to wander by. Yes, what a coincidence. In a spirit of cooperation and mutual interest, there is a matter I wish to discuss. A nearby structure called the Sepulchre of Knowledge was built as a repository for military strategy. I fear the knowledge contained within may soon be lost. If you do me the honor of escorting me to the Sepulchre, I would share what else I know. Follow blah.
You struck a hard bargain. Good show.
Let's see. How long is this going to last? My break is coming up. So let's do the break first, then we'll do the escort. So I will be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching.
Until our next transaction.
Hey Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for being patient. Blah. Okay, let's see where this guy's going to take us.
For you, I offer only the finest.
Spoke of knowledge stores the writings of the greatest tactical minds who have ever served Maldraxxus. After the disappearance of the Primus, the sepulchre was magically sealed. The remnants of this power have attracted devourers, ravenous creatures who feed on the energies they find. This music really doesn't fit this environment, just saying. They're tearing up the foundations of the facility. Soon they would destroy the structure and everything within. With your help, I could enter the sepulchre and change key military knowledge before it's lost forever. Salvage. Salvage, not change. Salvage. Rumor has it that once inside the tower, there are numerous traps to be avoided. I'm sure they will present no trouble to someone as skilled as you, though. Uh-huh. If your time is... you mortals say, is in the essence, let us hurry. Listen, douchebag, what are you running for? Cheater.
All goods and services for sale.
Myrtle, you wouldn't help but save these valuable writings. I'm thinking about it. Let's rest. Corpse Reanimator, a strong alcoholic beverage. What are we selling now?
Remember, everything has value.
Okay. Repeat after me. The Primus placed guardians in the area around the sepulchre to protect the knowledge within. Each embodied the virtues of one of the 5 houses. To gain entrance, you must prove yourself worthy by besting these protectors. Seek out the runestones that represent the houses of Maldraxxus. Pay attention to the words inscribed in each stone, then pay deference each house's values. Typo. Okay. If you honor the stone, its protector will come forth. Defeat each one. Kill them, of course. Hey, Aldrain, welcome back. Yes, Team Rocket. These mindless monstrosities hail from the farthest reaches of the Shadowlands. The anima drop has fueled their relentless hunger, driving them to seek new sources. Their presence here is inconvenient, to put it mildly. They tear at the land, searching for any anima they can find. They must thin their numbers and buy time to safeguard the knowledge locked within the sepulchre. Exactly the sort of work you're accustomed to, yes? Can you have a short summary of what happened last stream? I killed a lot of crap.
You struck a hard bargain. Good show.
How's that for a summary? Basically, we were trying to become one of the participants in the arena back down here in the Theater of Pain. We were trying to become one of the combatants there. We were working towards that, which involved killing a lot of stuff, collecting a lot of stuff, you know, whatever, running errands for people. It was WoW-esque. I thought it was appropriate. Basically, we did what we needed to do, finish that up at the beginning of the stream today,
did 3 big fights with the big giant things that live in the where it gets. They don't actually live there. They get put into the theater of pain, and everybody's got to gather up and kill them as a team type deal. So that's what we've done. And now we're fighting back. What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. Well, there's actually no lamenting. That was the sad part. There's actually no lamenting. Somewhat disappointing, actually. The Necromana and Iman kill them, of course. So we'll go this way. So are we the baddies? No, we're not the baddies. No, we're still fighting for whatever reason. Killing stuff that's trying to do. We're still fighting against, what is it? One of the houses. I forgot what happened. We gathered these forces to win this battle, and then we lost. A fight that we actually didn't fight. We just ended up under a pile of corpses, and then we had to do stuff, and now this is where we are. I know that's so descriptive, but that's all I really remember. You can enjoy this if you want. I don't know. I haven't been really given any choices. Guess we're going this way. Oh look, 2 of them. He's got a lot of hit points. More than me. Of course, I am just a pitiful little mage. The main storyline, yes, this is part of it, I think. Oh, actually, this is not. This is the Maldraxxus storyline. Blade of the Primus campaign, 3 of 7 chapters, so we still have to go back and do these. So this is just all the different areas. We need to go back and work on these, which are back down at 1 and 2. 4 A's repeat after me. So after we get done with up here, we'll head back down there. Yeah, this is lots to do. That's the way this works. It's always lots to do. There's a main storyline sometimes, and always stuff to do. The Magus Slain. Is that actually underground?
pick another character to do, will you have to do it all over again? Yes. Sadly, yes. But it might be a little different if there's choices to be made, but I don't know if there are or not. That's the thing. That's the thing we're looking for. Okay, text carved into the statue's base. With virulence, we overcome our foes. The worthy must bleed for Maldraxxus. Okay. So what did I have to do with that? Oh. Worthy must bleed, so does that step in here? Must bleed. So how do I make myself bleed? Was I supposed to do something? Read the rune stones of the 5 houses, then honor them by performing the correct emote at each stone. So, rune stone of plague. They can't be one of these, is it? I don't know what that means. Bleed? I don't think that's an emote, though. Oh, maybe it is. Well, that's funny, I guess. Okay, so that one's done. Bleed is an emote. That's just crazy. So this one. Ah, it is an entrance. Totally missed that. Okay, text blah blah. Fate is determined by those who seize it. Supplicants must kneel in tribute. Well, that one's difficult to figure out. No problem. Next. What am I supposed to be doing out here? Enraged gluttons must be slain. You those guys. Over here. Poor little maggot got involved in that fight you shouldn't have been. Okay, hidden truce may be found in the darkness. The skillful can sneak past their foes unseen. Sneak? Sneak an emote? Guess so. Pesky spider. Somehow it did not wake this thing up. Somehow it did not wake that up. Okay, next. Devour us. Get it? Devour us. Blizzard. Blizzard, blizzard, blizzard. I don't know. It's unclear. That name is very confusing. Are we supposed to eat him, or is he going to eat us? It's unclear. So all these things are dead. Well, for us at least. Maybe the squirrel is supposed to eat him. I don't know. It's possible the squirrel is supposed to do it. Above. Maybe I shouldn't have killed all those yet. Well, now. I'm supposed to get up there. So it's below us from here. Is there an entrance down here? Huh. Doesn't look like it. Yes, that's over here. That? No, that's not an entrance. You leave my water elemental alone. Well, that one's a little bit easier to see, isn't it? Just in case, we're going to put our little flesh crafting in. Okay, our strength must be flexed in battle. Wow, that's not blatant. Where's my orb? And why is it doing over there? My orb's gone. I haven't used this yet. Somehow I don't think I did that quite right. Okay, so this is Depth Bone. Outperform this mage, you Frostbolt, Fireball, and Arcane Blast hit 2 enemies near your target, and your spell damage is increased by 10%. So it's not great, but I wasn't using it right. Anyway, still got it. That one. See, now that's up there, but how do we get up there? I did this already, didn't I? This looks familiar. Not the way. See, now it's saying it's below us. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't think this is the right way. Just a guess. Blackhound Outpost. Is this good or bad that we're here? Huh. Well, doesn't look like we're getting in there anytime soon. Sepulchre of Knowledge. So, this is where we were. See, it's saying that it's up there, but I see no entrances to get to it. Right, there's nothing there. I mean, it's like right there somehow, but when we get close to it, it actually drops down. Oh, there we go. Nice little hidden one there. Okay, here, little thing. Respect is won through the trial of might. We salute those who rise above the masses. So am I supposed to rise or salute? I'm confused. Oops, okay. So that was not as smooth as it should have been because I screwed up. I screwed up with my... I thought my glacial spike was ready to go, but it wasn't, so I'm trying to use it and it's not working. That was good. That was smooth. Anyway. Turn-ins. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. And we're playing some Assassin's Creed Valhalla here in about 90 minutes or so. So stick around if you haven't seen that or you're just interested in watching it. You get to actually lop off heads in that game. There's no lopping of heads in this one. You would think there would be, but there isn't.
May I tempt you with my wares?
Blah blah. Ring.
Remember, everything has value. Until our next transaction.
Gaining entrance to the Sepulchre is no easy task. Not only were guardians put in place, but an elaborate magical lock was created to seal the door. To open the way, the two obelisks which control the lock must be fed anima. Fortunately, there are some empowered crystals in the area we can use for this purpose. Locate the focus crystals and redirect their anima into the obelisks. Then the secrets of the Sepulchre will soon be ours. People keep saying that, but I don't think they know what they're talking about. It needs to be a feature in WoW 2 when they get to it in 50 or 60 years. You're being optimistic there. Okay. Necromonicon, what I still want to check that thing out, but it looks like it's behind a door somewhere. This be the fourth expansions pack where max level is 10. Wow, there's some negativity there. Jambrin. Okay. Careful alignment. So what does this mean? Located, unlocking, quest activated. Power Crystal East located. Is it? Oh, way over there, maybe. supposed to do. See the crystal thingies. I see nothing to click on, though. Maybe that one right there. That's a pretty good indicator, right? Oh, it's one of these type of deals. So what's this here? Oh, that one doesn't work. Or does it? That one's going the wrong way. That's that one there. Oh, now we have to find the other crystal. There. No, that's not it. It'll tell him to take the whole 30 seconds of effort to, hey, negativity, man. Negativity. 30 seconds? That's kind of slow, isn't it? It's going to be as soon as you log in, you're level 10. Wow, that's nowhere close to where it needs to be. That ground. Oh no, it's actually... Did I win? Unlocking all those quests activated. Okay, so now we click on those. There we go. We got that we're predicting the future and that attention spans will likely be measured in picoseconds. It's a good chance. I guess the proper answer to that question was what? I've moved on to the next game.
Everything is negotiable.
They've done it. The door's unlocked. Go us.
You struck a hard bargain. Good show.
Now that the door to the sepulchre is unlocked, we can venture inside, and by we, I mean you, until it's safe at least. The volumes within contain the collected wisdom of the greatest military minds of Maldraxxus. For the good of the Necrolords, do whatever is needed to gather these precious volumes. It is safe to assume that the books will be protected by traps. The Primus wouldn't want just anyone laying their hands on this knowledge. Once you clear a path, I'll join you. You're so brave.
Your patronage is always appreciated.
Tome of War. I'm fighting books. Somehow I don't think I was supposed to fight these books. They're not that tough. What the hell? this chest? Stop. The water elemental's dying here. So I don't think I'm supposed to be fighting this. Okay, so Secrets Among Us, Guide to Marching, Correctus Guide to War, so new elemental. Spinning bookshelf. Annals of Strategy. Annals of not annals. Annals. Yes. So we got all that stuff from down there. Spinning bookshelf. Okay. Leo Gimpy hates literacy because he's killing books. Hey, at least I wasn't burning them. Okay, so the books are hostile. Because I didn't tell the water elemental to attack that, so that thing's hostile on its own. So the books hate me. Evil books with their faintly glowing vellum. Okay, so this again. We got 2 hostile books in there. Oops.
You need to get up and step away from the computer. That was really bad.
It wasn't that bad. It was kind of bad.
I am out of range.
Okay. Okay. Oh, sneaky little book's coming up the stairs here. Ow. Stop it. Oh, okay. Apparently playing King Kong doesn't work. Or whatever it was. Donkey Kong. That did a little bit. Ah, stop it. This is Guide to War. That's done. That's done. That's done. We're all done. But it looks like we're going upstairs. The leaky roofs here. Ow. Stop it. As it appears safe enough to join you, couldn't let you face the dangers ahead alone, after all. Dangers ahead. What about the dangers below or behind? Back down inside, or is it outside? Oh, he's right down there. I didn't miss it. I was looking for it. Let's get your pages.
May I tempt you with
okay, fine work so far. Success, blah, blah, blah. The res volumes are kept at the top of the tower, protected by the entity called the Archivist. The Solgarian is... Oh, so we were head too fast there? Striking the fair bargain, the other lack of business acumen is really quite upsetting. Well, I fear we have no choice but to dispatch this impediment, shall we? Defeat the Archivist. We already did that.
Until our next transaction.
We already beat him. Oh look, there he is again, just in time for us to not get credit. Is there something supposed to be here? Or is it just my imagination here? Ah, there you are.
You honor me.
Volumes are not here. The robot must have meant something, including perhaps. Let us ponder the meaning of the Archivist's last words. Victory only belongs to those brave enough to fall. Now, it could be a reference to this volume of victory that is the most well-known of all the writings said to be kept in this tower. That book is priceless. I mean that almost literally. We must do whatever is necessary to find it, but would you suppose brave enough to fall refers to? Jump from the tower. Of course that's what that means.
Is the ultimate transaction.
So there's something else in here. The Necromonomer. So is that actually in the tower? We just ran by it, didn't see it? Yeah, I know I have to go run back up here and jump off the top of the tower. I know that. Oops.
You say oops quite often. Do you need assistance?
Oh, did I reset her timer? I don't think I did. Where's this stupid bookie thing? Are we above it or are we below it? Little arrows, they mean we're above or below? I think it means it's above us. I think that's what that means. But we didn't see it anywhere. My poor little water elemental. Shit.
I must get closer.
Silly books.
I need to target something first.
Can't touch me. So it is it still above us? What can it possibly be? Okay, now it says it's equal. Buggy? Ah, there it is. Can't catch me. Ah. Okay, now what? Volume of victory obtained. So, this thing. So it's a toy. Add this item to your toy box. Consumes an enchanting volume to flip through the pages of the book, granting you a random effect scrawled in the pages. Oh, I picked up this ring too. Just put it over there. So the toy. So there's our toy box. Raven Bear Disguise. Apply the sweet Raven Bear Disguise. I don't even know what that is. I have so many toys. Oh, I got the helmet there. The Necronom Einon. Consume an enchanting vellum to flip through the pages of the book, granting you a random effect scroll. Aw, I don't know the necessary parts. Look at a pony keg. Forgot about all this kind of stuff. Look, it's a photobomb. Sea slug friend. Okay, guess I should find the book that we're looking for, huh? I'm guessing this is the book. Not too difficult to find if you actually turn around and look at it.
Everything is negotiable.
Okay, this is it, the Volume of Victory, the single most important compendium of Maladraxxus military history ever assembled. It must be mine. Ours. I mean ours. Look, new shoes. Kinda. 108 versus 90.
Remember,
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
This is only volume 1? We can't just take the first volume. A rare item like this is only useful if it's in a complete set. Grab as many of the other volumes as you can. I'll just have to prepare a larger expedition to remove all these volumes. Collect volumes of victory.
Your patronage is always appreciated.
One more. Additional volumes? Really? He can't do this himself. Is there an easier way of doing this? We thought this one up needs to be slapped.
I am out of range.
I don't want to be out of range.
All goods and services for sale.
So much valuable knowledge saved, and it would be never happen without your help.
Until our next transaction.
It's been the most profitable ventures. I do hope we will work together in further endeavor. Work together again in further endeavors. Stuff. Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that, huh? Now where do I go? Okay, there's a flight point over that direction. Flight path, sorry, flight path. Okay, so summary. We just collected a bunch of books that are supposed to help us win the fight against something. Yes, one library has been pilfered by more than one person, apparently. But nobody ever notices that. Uh-oh. This isn't too terribly dangerous. Hey, I'm almost level 57. This isn't creepy looking. I wasn't here yesterday, was I? I don't think so. This looks different. Or was I?
I must get closer.
This leather. What the hell did I just pick up? It's not what I just picked up. Something flashed by on the screen. I didn't see what it was. I got mail though. This is safe, right? It must be. It's a building. And it's just a building. Spitzy, thank you. Your head is warmer than the ground. 54. What the hell does that mean? Is that the thing I just picked up off the ground? Your head is warmer than the ground. That's great. I got a freaking worm in my head.
You know, I was looking for a flight point and just totally lost direction. So, you know, we'll just run back now. Hey, I know you guys.
Mevelis knows everything.
Then you have nothing left to offer. And what do you? Ah, you are from Azeroth. This should prove interesting. Grief accomplishes nothing.
Okay, I have summons from Dranka.
The shadows cannot obscure my glory. Draka abandons us and then demands our loyalty? Unlike her, I will not leave my task unfinished. Lend your strength to my cause, and I will answer her pleas for help. Let our will be done.
Blah blah. Be thankful I am the one you found here. Other in Maldraxxus may have not seen the potential in your strength. Except everybody else has. I grow anxious. Perhaps Dranka has forgotten her loyalties, but I will fulfill my mission. My enemy, the Lich Mon Bitten, hides within the House of Rituals for some reason. His underlings skulk in this marsh. We have not learned why they are here, but my devotee has spotted Morbitten, second in command, Mephiles, the loyal. He will have our answers. Collect him for me. Once you capture him, slay his kin, weaken his resolve. I will prime my base for his interrogation. So kidnap him. My mission cannot progress without a supply of anima. Fortunately, the necromancers nearby have been kind enough to gather some in their Maldrasite crystals. You will relieve them of those crystals. They may be reluctant to part with them, but I trust you can be persuasive. She wants us to kill him, obviously.
I do. Mephiles stands between us and Morbitten, but not for long.
I should sell some stuff. Blacksmithing supplies.
Here to sate your curiosity.
So that. Sell the booze. I don't use food. It's the necklace we already replaced, right? Yeah. Creeping crawler. We don't need that. Don't need the ring anymore. Don't need those. Wrist. 3, so it's replaced. Good enough. Look at all the crap I have on me.
Keep your eyes open.
Your eyes open and your mouth shut. I believe that's the saying. Okay. So, we have to go over there. Oh, is there a mailbox anywhere? So there's an innkeeper but no mailbox. Fine. Okay, binds we picked up. The chirps of whatever's inside grows louder. The egg is hatching into something. Recovered the lost item in the twisted nether, and now that it was, I know that it was yours. Please, said that one. Okay, fine. I don't know why this didn't go into my inventory right away. So in 3 days this will hatch, right? Yes, something like that. A hairy egg. Veronica has been awfully quiet. Oh, I just missed it. I forgot to reset her. And I forgot to reset her when I realized I forgot to reset her too. Hey Veronica, when is my next break?
Your next break is in 2 hours.
No, it's not. It's actually only like 45 minutes. But we need Veronica up and running to keep me entertained. Oh yeah, and there's some type of worm in my head. It's gonna pop out in 47 minutes. So just in time for, you know, break time. So, more of those around here. Hey, everything can't be in a fight in an arena where giant monsters are trying to crush you. Can't have that all the time. It gets tiring too. This is more of a more relaxing, aka boring. Not that bad. I see you too, because you're in a cage, but I'm curious to why you're in the cage.
I do not have a target.
So that's done. Now we gotta do what? Oh, the guy that's captured in here. Oh no, we have to capture him. He's in here. That guy.
Intruders! You will not interfere!
Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to capture you, aren't I?
Excellent. Now show him what will happen if he does not cooperate.
Okay, what does that mean? Oh, disciples must be slain. Oh, damn it. I killed a bunch out here already. I killed 2. That's sad. Am I supposed to let these things go? That doesn't look, that's not a quest we have. Has he gotten the idea yet? I don't think he has. So what happens when I free these things? That's something I have to do, just curious to see what would happen. He thought he was going to win that fight. So sad.
Slay as many as
I require a target.
I will tell you nothing.
Okay, I'm back. Timing. Come from over there. I don't want to fight you. Apparently I don't have a choice. That's right. Where did we come from? I think I'm going the wrong way. Stop it. Okay. Dum 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 dum. Yay, 54 lead.
Nephiles, how good of you to join us.
Simple task was to spawn our storied hero.
I will not linger here forever.
Do not fail me. What if I do? Yes, this will do nicely. Okay, you have proven a useful ally. Ephelise undoubtedly possesses a wealth of information for us. However, the House of Rituals is unforgiving when it comes to betrayal. He will not talk. Not that it matters. The House of Eyes has ways to extract a prisoner's knowledge without the use of words. Place the charged crystals around me. They will facilitate the interrogation.
Do not let us begin. Set the crystals in place.
Cursed witch! I will never talk.
Who said anything about talking?
Dun, dun, dun. I gotta suck his brain out. Watch.
I stand ready.
What's your story? Must you wound me? I had hoped my work would carry weight beyond my death. Like you, I hail from Azeroth. I was known then as Lady Vosh, a servant to Lord Illidan and Queen Azara. My soul arrived in Maldraxxus shortly after I was dispatched in Serpentshine Cavern. My aptitude swiftly earned me a place at the side of Margrave Akarek. I was his trusted hand, eager to execute his vision. He is only a memory now. The House of Eyes is gone, but I will not rest until I have my vengeance.
Power belongs to those who claim it. You are either an asset, or we know many ways to pry information.
With the House of Eyes eliminated, our secrecy has been assured. None remain who will impede our work. Our new Baron bids that I complete the ritual personally. Harvest the anima before my arrival. Do not fail me, Ephelise.
Well, that was quick.
A secret ritual. The perfect bait to draw him out. Make it quick.
Tracker may be content to forget our master, but I will not rest until he's avenged. So this gets us another ring.
I will not linger here forever.
So 116, that was 116, that's 188, so put that one on.
The shadows cannot.
You say oops quite often. Do you need assistance?
Nope, not yet. Okay, so it would seem we have a means of luring Morbitan to us, but what good is a web if the prey can run free? For these rituals to work, the liches require a magical conduit. They draw runes with finely ground Maldrasite to channel anima. I have no doubt Morbitan's necromancers have ground Maldrasite in the area. If we gather enough, we can draw a rune of binding to trap our target. Work with haste. Tainted Cores. This lich seeks a reward for his assault on the House of Eyes, but the power he craves will be his downfall. We will use our knowledge of his secret ritual to lure him out of the House of Rituals. Take these crystals. Charge them with anima reclaimed from Morbitan's slain minions. But fracture them first, so that they shatter as the ritual bears completion, but not before Morbitan believes that it has begun. That is when we will strike. Fracture 3 depleted anima crystals, and charge the fractured anima crystals with deceased morbid ritual. That's...
I do so, and I will await you at the ritual site to the north. Work
seems
quickly.
overly complicated, but whatever.
What do you desire?
Vaunted vengeance. So you are from my Baroness's home world. It must be a special one to breed such powerful individuals. The necromancers here have already begun preparation for Morbitan's ritual. We should capitalize on their progress. 3 necromancers act as the ritual's architects. Should we require their drafts, we could modify them to suit our purposes. Collect the plans, and feel free to savor your victim's torment.
Observe everything.
How much money am I up to? Only 6,800. So we're going that way this time. Okay. Again, Mindworn done. We're probably popping out in about 30 minutes. I'm curious to see what that's actually going to be. What's up?
You will fuel our rituals.
Jars of powder, basically. Okay, so there's one. Kill him? No, we don't kill that one. What's this? Chronic bolt. Somebody observed my health. Morbid bone guard. Nice. Something over here.
Will be purged from Maldraxxus.
We'll kill him later. Well now, it helps to pay attention to health. Well, that was awfully close. Again, not paying attention to what's going around me. Going on around me. So close. Almost died. Two of these.
snatched from Maldraxxus!
Oh, damn. I'm dead. Damn it. So just like Mrs. Gimpy is knowing
Hello,
where her dogs
everyone.
are. Yes.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel.
Yes.
If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Oh, that was horrible. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, I lost my little mind worm. Damn it. That sucks. Oh well. Oh, leave me alone. Guys are all over the place.
I need to target something first.
But he died already. These are more reliable companions than mind worms. Well, neither one of them stuck around, or one of them didn't stick around. Gotta kill this guy.
None shall stop us.
Shit.
I do not have a target.
Another potion burned because that thing was right behind me and I didn't even see it. As long as it's not the thing Wrathcon, what if it is? What do I need? 2 more jars. There couldn't be more than 1 jar here, huh? You don't have jars. No idea what that does.
I require a target.
This thing again. It was awfully close. That was awfully close. Are there any jars down there? 1 jar, I think. Where's he gonna reset to? Don't run him this way, you loser. Thank you.
I need to target something first.
All for 1 jar. And I need 2. Dun, dun, dun. There's a jar. 2 more of these losers. My orb won't be ready for 20 seconds, so we'll just do this. Wow, he didn't take a whole lot of damage. Yeah, we're done. Rotting Mound. Oh, we haven't been here before. What's
This area is secure. Do you have what we require?
Never.
Secrets for the eyes. Our house will persevere.
Still the same hat.
Vengeance awaits.
Oh, I didn't get the tainted course? I'm gonna escape this time. Tainted course to put it. I thought it. It's a little white splotch on the map. Oh, I was supposed to probably pick these up and take them with us because I wasn't paying attention. I noticed them, but I didn't click on them. There we go. Ammo drained from corpses. So how does that happen? So I gotta kill a bunch of crap again. Fractured crystal to siphon the animal from dead creatures within 15 yards. Mr. Bone Guard, what are you doing? Well, this is going to be nice and fast because I'm paying attention and going to kill stuff all over again. Friggin' goats, I know. Friggin' goats. See if this works for me. Nope. Damn it. Oh well. Gotta hope. Damage done increased by 15%. On for a minute though. There's more up this way, right? Stupid bone guards. Dum dum dum. What time is it? Quarter till. Hey, you guys are technically corpses. Guess not.
I require a target.
Where's that bone guard, man? What's he doing? He's going the other way.
technically I'm outside of the range of these guys. Huh.
We offer greetings.
It's a mushroom. It's a talking mushroom. Nightborne. Where you going, Mr. Bongard?
Be you well?
Oops.
You say oops quite often. Do you need assistance?
I'm okay. Ah, damn it. It's over here. Got it. Nope. Hey, these are...
The eyes will be purged from Maldraxxus!
Only two, huh? Oh, look. And that totally missed.
I do not have a target.
That was horrible. That was just horribly done. Anyway. At least we got all the parts we need now. There we go.
None shall stop us.
We'll get there eventually. Someday. You're trying to suck my life out of me again.
Hey Gimpy, have you hydrated lately?
Yes.
If not, you really should.
Well executed. I see what Draka sent you. I see why Draka sent you instead of her stead. You accomplished what she could not. We all have the pieces. Now we must simply put them together. We have all the pieces. Oh god. The steps of the ritual are simple. Place our fractured crystals in formation around the obelisk. Then comes the sigil. Our sigil. Use the malachite powder to draw a binding glyph at the obelisk's base. When you're through, return to me. Prepare the ritual.
Prepare the ritual. Our moves must be convincing if we are to deceive Morbitan.
Hopefully we can do this in a few minutes. Look, we're all set for the trap. The trap has been set. Sorry, the trap has been set.
Vengeance awaits.
Vengeance is nearly ours. The success of Morbitan's treachery has made him complacent. Let him enjoy the feeling, for it ends here. We will lure him out with this ritual, and we will avenge my Margrave. Stand with me now. Together we will make an example of this traitor. Okay.
Power-belong trap is set. Lure the Lich to his demise. The trap is set. Now we lure Morbitan to his doom.
Master, our preparations are complete. We await your arrival. Finally, the power our new Baron promised shall now... No! The ritual, it is ruined! Methodist, you incompetent fool!
It is you who are the fool, Morbitan. And your folly has brought your demise.
Wretched spy, curse you, and your fallen house!
For Agaret!
Insects, you will fall, just like your Margrave.
Well, that was easy. Power green skull. The guile to outwit your opponents. So that's
That rune blade.
Primus is whispering
Is of the
stuff.
Primus's make. This changes things. Perhaps Draka holds some small hope of victory.
Straight to the heart. Cursed Lich, may his soul never be reborn. Morbitan has met his end, and a painful one at that. Your fortitude contributed no small part to my success. You have earned my allegiance for the time being. There is much left to do. Should you truly desire ownership of this realm, let us regroup at the seat. Return to the seat of Primus with your rune blade. Hey, look, more shoes.
Do not miss. So, you hold the key to the seat of the Primus. Then I will meet you there. Together, we will exterminate the traitors who infest Maldraxxus.
Okay, we shall try to fly back, because there is a flight point to the west here. Because there's nothing actually near here, right? No. Where's the taxi? Now it's right in front of me. Duh.
Tell me what you see.
I see stuff on the map. I want to go there.
Go unseen.
Dun, dun, dun. How are the room? Oh. I haven't been over here in a couple of upgrades. Got 2 to do up here.
It is good to fight beside you again, Vosh.
Save your pleasantries.
Power of Green Skull. 1. Hey, look at that. We might be done. Ah, did them both at the same time. Oh. Damn it. Here, I thought it was going to be done.
For the honor of the Blade Sworn.
Around the center, blah blah. It's good to have around. These boots are lateral. I'd rather keep the crits. Oh, they upgraded my shoes. Matron of Spies. Achievement progress. Okay, one more rune remains. We should return to the House of the Chosen and report to Margrave Crexus. He will want to note our progress. Return to the House of the Chosen.
Every defeat is a lesson. We will report to Crexus. Hold this ground until we return.
As you command, Baroness.
See you soon.
Can we fly over there? It'd be nice if we could. Hey, Meerkat, welcome back. We're just about ready to take a quick break and switch over to Assassin's Creed.
Fight well.
As soon as we get over here. Oh, Kazjak needs to know. Hey, Veronica, who is the coolest viewer?
Who is the coolest viewer? Let me think about that. I think Creeks is pretty cool since he has not acted on his road rage. Yet.
And of course he's not here to hear it. So Maldraxxus, what did we accomplish today? We accomplished 2 new runes for our little rune sword that doesn't do a whole lot, in all honesty. I mean, they seem to, everybody who sees it goes, ooh, ah, rune sword, but they don't, it doesn't actually really do that much. You know, all that I know it does is this fleshcraft thing, which is just a damage shield.
Virus, what happened here?
The constructs retaliated. There were too many. They destroyed the necropolis. Cruxus.
Outsider, with me, now!
Okay, this was not expected. Somehow I think I should stop. There's a lot of dead people here, which means we're probably going to get sucked into doing something. I should probably stop here, and we'll resume this tomorrow. Okay, so that'll be it for World of Warcraft today. We'll resume this tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. But we're not done with stream yet today. We're going to be switching over to Assassin's Creed Valhalla as soon as I take my quick little break. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching.